Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Esther and I am a second year law and criminology student at Cardiff University, and today I'll be talking about first year tips that you need to know. So without further ado, I hope you guys enjoy and like this video. Please leave a like, comment and subscribe. You already know the drill, and if you would like to see me progress on this journey. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. So the first tip I would say is to not spend money on unnecessary things. This can be takeout, this can be KFC, this can be the unnecessary dessert. And I speak for myself here because first year was a time where I splurged on Uber Eats and Deliveroo, and it was not the greatest for my financial health, but in terms of my emotional and mental health, it was great. But looking back now, I would suggest that you guys don't splurge on things that you do not have money for. I would suggest that you invest in things that you actually need for university. For example, if you really need a new laptop that is really fast, really good, has graphics, if you're into editing and all of that, then invest in a MacBook. But if you don't need that, invest in a really good laptop, especially if you are a visual learner. I would really recommend looking into 2-in-1 laptops or even getting an iPad with the keyboard attachment. But be sure to not spend your money on unnecessary things, because you will regret it down the line, and you could have spent it on something else, such as a sports membership to try something new, or to visit a new city that you haven't visited in the UK. So I would really hone in that you need to stop spending money unnecessarily, and I'm just gonna let the Holy Spirit convict you of whatever that is looking like for you, because it is different for everyone else. And for me, that looks like spending money on Uber Eats or Deliveroo unnecessarily when there is food in the fridge that I need to cook, but because I'm lazy and I'm unmotivated, I just spend money on Uber Eats and those kind of platforms. So just do not spend your money on unnecessary things, and take it from me, from a girl who spent so much on unnecessary things. The second thing is to try and not go into your overdraft. Now that is a safety net for people that do have student bank accounts with Santander, NatWest, HSBC, Halifax, etc. But try to budget as rigidly as you can. Always plan for contingencies. For example, let's say you have £100 for the month, that would roughly be £25 a month. Try to spend maybe 15 to 20 instead, and leave the 5 for emergencies, such as getting Ubers from nights out, or being like from another city that you do not know, or let's say your bicycle breaks down or it's too late and the trains aren't working. You need this spare money to make sure that you can get home safe and that you are being safe. However, if that money is not available to you because of student finance or whatever it is, then yes, go into your overdraft. But always make sure that when you go into things like this, like overdraft or debt, that you have the capacity to pay it back. And even though it is interest free until you finish your studies, at least with the bank I am with, you need to be very careful, because you can forget about these things very quickly, and the interest rates after you graduate will be very high, and you do not want to be paying that off alongside your student loans and whatever things you need to pay off as another burden. My third tip is to learn to cook. I am speaking for myself because I love to eat, but I never want to cook, and that's just me being lazy and everything. But you need to learn to cook, to season, to add flavor to your food, and trust me, it will go a long way, because these cooking skills will take you further in life. And when you have people over, they can really be praising you for your cooking, and you can always be adapting and learning new recipes and hone in on them. And then before you know it, when you're hungry, you can just cook yourself a meal, a really nice meal that is seasoned, is flavored, and you can enjoy your time. Now with this, I would say to invest in pots and pans and just any cookeryware that you need to buy to make sure that you are cooking the essentials, but also able to learn new things or new recipes to try out. The fourth thing is also along money spending money, and this is to spend money on socials, going out, making friends. Now for those of you that know me, I do not drink, I do not party, I don't like clubbing, I don't like any of that scene, not only just because I'm Christian, but it just doesn't sit well with me, and those are not the environments that I thrive in a lot of the times, even all the time. So I like to go out, grab coffee. I don't drink coffee, but I'll grab a smoothie or a milkshake. I like to explore different places. In Cardiff, you can explore like Penarth, Barry Island, Cardiff Bay. You can even go to Brecon Beacons. You can visit other cities such as Bristol, Swansea, Birmingham, Aberdeen, which are really close by the way. And I would really recommend you guys visit whenever you can on a Saturday or after church on Sunday or whenever it is, because you get to see new places, you get to explore new towns, and just to have some fun in your life apart from studying. And being at uni is also about making memories and friends, and that is one way you are going to be doing it. And I think for a lot of us as Christians, if you are Christian, is that we tend to avoid people that are non-Christian. But when I tell you, like, you don't know what God can do through you for that person, so don't place yourself in a Christian bubble where you literally have no non-Christian friends, because that is not what we are called to do. So make friends with people that you genuinely vibe with and you've prayed to God about, and you can really see that there's a direction in life that they're going that is pleasing, that is really good. Stick to them, pray for their salvation and whatnot. But at the end of the day, if people can't see the Christ in you, they're not going to be attracted to the gospel, because you may be trying to evangelize to them and everything, but they will be able to see your walk with Christ and be like, this doesn't align with scripture. So always be hospitable, always love and care for people, and just make friends as you normally would, and pray to God and ask that God will change their hearts and they will have an encounter with God and whatever. And always be open to answer questions about Christianity, and never put yourself down in saying that you're not qualified to do this or that. God will equip you in those moments, but you also have to do the work in doing that, which is like studying the Bible or reading your word or being placed in a community where you really delve deeper into these topics. So that's what I would really recommend. But also in uni, studying is the main reason why you're at university. It's not the only reason, but it is the main reason. So your timetable should reflect that. So let's say your timetable is like 100%, studying should be around 60 to 70%, and the rest will be on socials, going to church, whatever it is, having a rest day, doing whatever you need to do, admin days, going back home if you know the new city or the new university that you're moving into is not your hometown, all of these things. But remember that the place that you are at university is the place where you should be studying and not just hanging out with people, because that is not what you are paying at least 9k on alongside your student finance maintenance loan. The fourth thing is to complete your uni work and build study habits from first year. Now, first year is a time you can explore different things and get into like different societies such as mixed martial arts, pottery, Asian society, whatever it is, explore all of it. But make sure you complete your seminar work at least the day before or some time before, or even better when it is set, so that you are not falling behind and you are playing the catch-up game every time a new lecture or a new seminar is released. You do not want to be there. I've been there, I've done that, and it is so stressful and you get spots on your head and it's just not great. So make sure you complete your uni work when it is set. And do the essential reading. see what your assessments are looking like, and if your assessments are based on the readings that you've done and the readings that you've done for your seminars, then do the essential reading. And if you want to go further, do further reading if you have the time. The next tip that I have is to get involved in societies. As I said before, always be exploring your interests, your passions, whatever it is, because as much as university is important and studying is important, so is taking care of your mental and physical health and emotional health too. And for some people, they find that doing martial arts at least 2 times a week really clears their head, and that they're able to focus better during lectures and when they're doing their schoolwork. So be sure to check out what societies your university has and what events they hold, and be sure to actively participate in those things. The next thing is that get a part-time job. You can get a part-time job through the student job shop, at least here in Cardiff, if you're at Cardiff University. But if you find that you have a lot of free time and that you've done your studying, you've maintained your priorities, and you still have so much time, then get a part-time job to really build up your skills. It's not going to be the best. I've been there, I've done that, and sometimes it's a very humbling experience, but it will be a really good thing to ramp up, especially if you need the money, or ramp up your skills for another job that you may be looking into. And the last thing I do want to say is that understand there are some things that are more valuable than money, such as time and effort. A lot of the times we don't realize it, but we are paying in these currencies, in attention, in money, in time and effort. What you want to pay with is up to you. For example, if you are hungry, you want to order food on Uber Eats or Deliveroo, you are paying with money and you are saving time. However, if you are cooking for yourself, you are paying with time and effort and a little bit of money. So it's because it will take time for you to cook these things, and it will take effort for you to actually do these things, and it will take you a little less money for you to do these things. So it depends what you want to pay in, and just be wise with what you want to pay in, because with things like effort and time and attention, you do not see that immediately like you would see with money. But regardless, you need to be careful of how you spend it, because with time, you're not going to get that back. Money, you can always get back. Time, you will never get back. So be careful how you spend your time, and make sure it's fruitful and that you're doing something wise with that time, even if that looks like resting for a day so that you're able to do more work from Monday to Saturday. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I don't think I could have covered everything in one sitting, but I can do another video, so leave a comment if you would like to see something else or whatever it is. Leave a like, comment and subscribe, as I said before, and I will see you guys in my next video. But until then, peace out.